What next for Purity Ngirici after the humiliation in the hands of Anne Waiguru right before the eyes of the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto? That's the question. Because we all know that the Deputy President was in Kirinyaga County today, and there was serious tension between Anne Waiguru and Purity Ngirici. And most people expected Anne Waiguru to be humiliated. As a matter of fact, the husband to Purity Ngirici, Andrew, promised that two people were not going to speak in Kirinyaga as long as he was alive. Anne Waiguru and Rigathi Gachagua. I'm not so sure whether Rigathi Gachagua attended the event in Kirinyaga. But one thing I'm sure about is that instead of Anne Waiguru being humiliated, the person who was humiliated the most was actually Purity Ngirici. Which begs the question, what next? Purity Ngirici must know three things. The first thing she must know is that she's no longer trusted in the United Democratic Alliance Party, UDA. The fact that Purity Ngirici is now working very closely with Karanja Kibicho means there is no way UDA are going to trust her. Whether they are the ordinary people down there, I'm talking of genuine supporters of Ruto, there is no way they are going to trust her. Karanja Kibicho is the biggest enemy of the deputy president. Those are the realities. So Purity Ngirici must know that she cannot be trusted in the UDA party. So everybody within UDA probably were happy that she was humiliated. That's the first thing she must know. The second thing she must be worried about is the role of her husband in politics. I was reading somewhere and people were asking themselves, basically there was I think it must have been an opinion poll. Someone asked between Waiguru and Ngirici, who would you vote for? One of those Kirinyaga platforms. And someone made an interesting comment that for her, she was a lady, should vote for Waiguru. Why? Because she's not very sure whether Ngirici will be the governor or the husband. So Ngirici must separate the role of her husband in politics. If it's the force behind her, then it's fine. But she must figure out whether it's good for her or not. The third thing she must do as a matter of urgency is to learn the lesson from Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria was a very close ally of the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. Moses Kuria comes from Gatundu, where President Uhuru Kenyatta comes from. He's the member of parliament representing President Uhuru Kenyatta. Moses Kuria campaigned for UDA to an extent that at some point he said the president was not picking his calls. Where is Moses Kuria today? He's out of the picture. Why is Moses Kuria out of the picture? That's one thing which Purity Ngirici must ask herself. Moses Kuria is out of the picture because Moses Kuria had created a name, image, and a clout for himself. Whatever Purity Ngirici is trying to do, Moses Kuria did. Using resources, putting your life, every other thing. So she must go back and figure out what really happened to Moses Kuria, and to some extent what really happened to Mwangi Kiunjuri. Mwangi Kiunjuri even lost his seat. I mean, his position as a cabinet secretary because of Ruto. Where is he today? So Purity Ngirici must consider those three things. And the last one is very, very important. Learn lessons from Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is being destroyed, was being destroyed by the deputy president. That's exactly what is happening to Purity Ngirici. She had grown and she thought she could not be replaced. So she's being destroyed. But what next for her? Because the verdict is now out there. When everybody thought that Purity Ngirici was the main person there, when everybody thought that Anne Waiguru was going to be a walkover for Purity Ngirici, an event where Purity Ngirici actually mobilized heavily, because in the morning we even saw boda guys burning reflector jackets bearing the names Anne Waiguru. So what next? In my view, she has 4 things she can do. The first thing she can do, or she must do, is to make her stand known. You know, voters are not stupid. Current voters are wise. They want to know where you stand. Because Central Kenya today, we have those who are supporting the deputy president, who are the majority, and those who are not supporting the deputy president. So it's important for Purity Ngirici to make up her mind that I'm with the deputy president. And forget about Karanja Kibicho, forget about the deep state, whatever the deep state is doing for her. She must do that. Otherwise, being seen to be in the middle is the reason why she has been humiliated. So Purity Ngirici, after this event, must make it public that for me, I am in the UDA fully. And if Karanja Kibicho is the enemy of the deputy president, I'm not going to associate whatsoever with him. Why do you think Anne Waiguru was fighting Karanja Kibicho? Why? Use this. Because Karanja Kibicho is the enemy of the DP. So if you start fighting Karanja Kibicho, you become a friend to the DP. And one thing I know for sure is that Anne Waiguru didn't have the capacity to organize that kind of heckling to an extent that Purity Ngirici could not even speak. Someone did it for her. William Ruto used his network, because the DP has a network running up to the ground. He used that network of UDA and told them, mkienda huko, Waiguru ndio mtu. That's it. So, Purity must make her mind. John Uhuru or Ruto. Number 2, I also believe that Purity Ngirici, after this event, will not do Waiguru anything. This was the day she was supposed to stop Waiguru. Waiguru prevailed. If UDA still had doubts about Waiguru's ability to defeat Purity in 2022, then those doubts are now gone. They are now convinced that Anne Waiguru is also very strong on the ground. So Purity Ngirici can join Moses Kuria or even Mwangi Kiunjuri and create a strong force from outside. And you know why that will work? It will work, if you ask me, because they'll come as victims of the DP. Moses Kuria will project himself as someone who did everything for the DP, was removed to an extent that is nursing serious wounds in his legs. Mwangi Kiunjuri can come as someone who did everything, risked his job, and was fired because of the DP. He's been thrown under the bus. So these 3 people can come together and form a third force in the larger Mount Kenya region. But they'll only focus on their seats. Mwangi Kiunjuri is going for a member of parliament. He will focus on that. Moses Kuria, I don't know his game plan. Some say he might run for the gubernatorial seat in Kiambu. He should focus on that. Then Purity Ngirici can also just focus on her seat in Kirinyaga. But underground, they'll be causing a lot of havoc and chaos to the Jubilee Party. I mean, to the UDA Party, but trying to outdo Ruto, trying to outdo Waiguru is not going to help her. So in my view, and this is something I can advise her, join Moses Kuria, team up with Moses Kuria, team up with Mwangi Kiunjuri, choose one of the parties. So if Kiunjuri's party is a bit popular, if Moses Kuria's party is acceptable, join that party. Start selling yourself. The third thing she can do, and in my view, this is what the deputy president has been pushing for. The DP wants Anne Waiguru to be the governor and Purity Ngirici to remain the women rep. So, she must agree to defend her seat, but under UDA, and campaign for Anne Waiguru in the hope that in the second term, after second term of Anne Waiguru, she will be the governor. Why do I believe that this is what the DP is advocating for? Purity Ngirici had actually covered enough ground in Kirinyaga. She had managed to kick out Anne Waiguru out of Kirinyaga. So what was the point of bringing Anne Waiguru? So the DP, in my view, had realized that in Kirinyaga, they didn't have a serious candidate for the women rep. He also realized that Anne Waiguru still can win. So bringing Anne Waiguru was going to cause a lot of pain to Jubilee, because Jubilee wanted a situation where all governors are supporting them. Then, Purity, women rep. Failure to do that what will happen is that Martha Karua is going to win. And that's what the DP is trying to avoid. If you have Karua, okay, if you have Purity Ngirici on UDA ticket, for example, then we had Anne Waiguru on Jubilee ticket, Martha Karua was going to win. This is what the DP didn't want. So his idea is bring Purity, bring Waiguru, tell her you are going to support her, ask Purity to defend her seat for the women rep, then campaign together, then they'll defeat Martha Karua. That's what the DP is looking at. And lastly, she can also take the bold step and find her way to Jubilee and help rebuild the party. Jubilee Party, as we speak today, in central Kenya, is dead. But they're just trying to revive it. They're waiting for President William Ruto. They're selling Raila Odinga on the ground, and people are starting to buy. Purity Ngirici dumping Ruto for Jubilee would be a big deal. The advantage it has is that the deep state can decide to support her. Uhuru Kenyatta might say that Kirinyaga may ensure it comes to Jubilee. And you see, the way Kirinyaga voted last time confirms that they can actually vote someone based on her own individual capacity. Martha Karua almost won the gubernatorial seat. The senator won on independent. So there are low-lying fruits in Kirinyaga, which Purity Ngirici can take advantage of. But the fact is, Purity Ngirici must do 4 things. Make a mind to either support Ruto or Uhuru. Being in the middle is not working for her. Number 2, join Moses Kuria. Start moving. Learn propaganda from Moses Kuria. Hit the ground. Number 3, she can decide to defend her seat. By defending her seat as a women rep only under UDA and working very closely with Anne Waiguru. And lastly, she can find her way to Jubilee. That's my take. And by the way, before this video, I wanted to do a video about Salim Voria, who decided to rejoin William Ruto again. And that's a very big blow, if you ask me, to Raila Amolo Odinga. That's going to be my next video. Until that time, this is Lee McQueen. Bye-bye.